hello. And happy Wednesday. Oh my god. I have been so sleepy today. Like, I've been trying to use melatonin to go to sleep at night. And I noticed I've been taking 2 this whole time. Apparently I'm only supposed to take 1, according to the bottle. And I was like, alright, I'll take it down to 1. Because the trade-off for me has been, I take melatonin, I sleep more or less okay, but I have, like, weird dreams. And I'm like, okay, I'll dial it back. I took 1, and I had, like, my basic run-of-the-mill stress dream. And I'm like, well, I don't want that either. Like, I'm not finding a good in-between here. So after work, I took a nap, and I slept good and long. And now I'm here. I had some leftover dinner, and I took a shower, so I'm all clean, and I'm all full of food. I'm ready to go. I hope all of you had a good day today. A good Wednesday so far. So we got Jen here, we got Graves here, we got Sporadic here, we got Floppy here. It's all here. So yeah, but I don't really have anything else to talk about besides like, oh, I forgot I didn't do puzzles this morning because my sleep's fucked up. I want to get back into it though. Like I keep saying that, but like, this is gonna be a hard tooth to pull. I have to like, do it. Oh no. Maybe if I had specific puzzle names, I'll figure something. Anyway. You'll harass me? Okay. Hooray! Anyway. Also, I've had this song stuck in my head all day, this Splatoon song. Because today YouTube put out, Nintendo put out on YouTube a music video for this song. Because they have real bands and real people, like, singing these songs, like, doing the gibberish, like, the gibberish is real. And it's like, this song is so fucking good. Anyway, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Kat. I'm a VTuber, a variety streamer, and a little fellow in your computer. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. You can use them interchangeably if you'd like. This is an 18+ stream, so if you're under the age of 18, you can't be here. I'm sorry, you gotta go. Law is for adults only. There's murder in this game. I'm sorry. You can go watch Breaking Bad, apparently, because lots of teens were into that, and I don't know why, because it's not for kids either. You can just watch the Breaking Bad. There were boobies last time. Oh my god, you're right. I thought you were talking about Breaking Bad, and I was like, no, that was just the pilot. You can watch the Breaking Bad Popcorners commercial over and over and over again for a family-friendly Breaking Bad experience. Anyway. If you like what I do in any capacity, there are a number of ways you can support the stream, some of which are free. You can watch the stream, you can tell your friends about it, you can follow and get access to a bunch of my emotes that you can use in chat, you can sub and get access to even more of those emotes, you get a cute little coffee cup sub badge that changes over time, you get a cute little coffee cup in the chat box right here, it's animated, you get even more, I think I said more emotes, but you also get me closer to getting you even more emotes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can also cheer with bits. I got some alerts for that. That's pretty cool. For specific numbers. And I also got, no, I don't got any. Oh yeah, I have a throne. And I apparently don't have a command for the throne. But if you go to you can chip in towards some cool stuff that I would like. Some of it is dumb shit that I want, and some of it is actual real shit that I need. Like a water softener. So yeah. And you can also send tips. I got a button in my description that you can click on. It says support the stream, it's big. Click on it and it'll take you to a page that you can send me a direct tip at. And I get 100% of tips and they're highly appreciated. But not required. Anyway. Law, am I right? Let's get this game fired up. I need to remember what was going on in it. So please hold while I open the game. Get that out of here. I wish Fopper would like turn itself off when I turn off OBS. So I wouldn't have to do it. Because I forget. Where's Steam? Where is she? Oh god. It full screened. Care about what's new in the store. Here. It's synchronizing Steam Cloud right now. Oh, I also got a new game that I want to try out. It's like $5. It's called King of the Castle, and it's like a party game that I can play with chat or people I know, where one person is the king and everybody tries to overthrow the king, kill the king, or I don't know, do something else. There we go. There we go. There she is. Hi, Coffee Kindred. Welcome. It's fun for chat to join in. That's good. Alright. Oh, actually, maybe let me turn it down a little bit. I didn't realize the music would kick in that high. Okay, let's try to remember what we were doing. Oh, never mind. So, if I remember correctly, Mia inhabited the body of my 8-year-old little protege, my little friend, Pearls. You're Maya. You're on trial. People think you killed somebody while possessed, but I don't, because I'm your lawyer. Okay, Nick. Yeah, I'm Nick. Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself. She's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. Then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. Ah, she's making the face again. We're really back in it now. And on top of that, I'm a suspect in a murder trial. I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all that you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Yeah, but who hasn't been suspect in a murder trial? Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Oh god, please no. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think that you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright. I'll do it, but Edgeworth isn't here. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Pearl, we're both gay. Hi, B. Nick, this way. Girls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? What is going on? What do I mean? Just a tick. Fix something in my mic session. My mic settings. Da 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 da. Okay, hopefully that's better. I realized the other day that my mic turned itself up to 100% like input volume, and I was like, no, that's not right. So I turned it down, but obviously the settings aren't the same. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. You're awesome. Oh, right. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Pow! Johnny Test. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. This country. Not Japan, not the US. I don't know where we are. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. We're in this country. We've rolled out Germany, too. You're right. It's true what they say. Men really are scary when they fight. Can't fight! Meow! Now then, very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, is not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right. Let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest... It's that city from Big Hero, San Francisco. I like that town. I like that movie. The defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? How do you know that? What the fuck? Excuse me? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? The boob picture! All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited their- oh, fuck off. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to oh yeah, she's giving support. She's showing her support alright, huh? Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Moral support. She's here to testify against us. Witness. Name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes. That is... Shut the fuck up, Your Honor. You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. I get it, because she's their aunt! Morgan's hair is so big because it's where she hides all her secrets. She's got something in there. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the back of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. That sounds like a load of barnacles. Why have you hidden this until now? Weren't we there? I don't remember. I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities where they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. We were indeed there. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard to find a crack in her testimony. Well, she's drinking from that candle again. I gotta save! I gotta save the cross like Christ. Sing your praise to the Lord. Come on, everybody. After we heard the gun, okay, I'm just gonna press everything. Why not? The wax keeps her young. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention she looked awful. Okay. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fey? I requested that blah 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 blah. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Me too. There's another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fey. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fey, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. What? But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? I don't believe that. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Is it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. Is there no way she could have escaped from... There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? This picture with the tits on it. Remember, at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... You fainted. I became dizzy, and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Oh, now what? So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she's said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. Hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Also, sorry if all my, like, voices sound the same. Like, I'm drinking water constantly, but my throat is really dry. I'm not used to talking this much. Who was it? The prosecution calls, oh no, Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. Haha, yay! Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Miney. Oh my god, thank you so much for the sub, Eris, and welcome. Hello. Thank you so much. So, my name is, like, Eenie Miney. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Hey! Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well... if that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. I didn't even get to finish reading that. It's called Google, Your Honor. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. Man, she's grooving. She's schmoovin'. Like, when that channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. What is it? Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying that the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? No, we've covered this shit. Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh. Well, this is... witness. Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. Oh, wait. This is the other sister. I don't know what she sounds like. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? Oh my god, like from the beginning! She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this is the truth. What the fuck ever. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. Doesn't this prove it wasn't Maya? I mean, it's a little tough because yes, it wasn't Maya, but yes, it was also Maya. Because, like, her body was there. I don't know if this counts. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Her body was Mimi's body. Oh yeah. But I don't know, it's still Maya though. I don't know. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Saving! We're saved. Sing your praise to the Lord. Come on, everybody. Put up your hands and sing hallelujah. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, think there were sesame seeds in, like, in the lunch they served that day. I mean, if it's Japanese food, it's probably, yeah. I had this, premonition that it was gonna totally be a seedy day. What the fuck does that mean? Yes, indeed. I see. It's a seedy day. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Me when I shove a fistful of nuts in my mouth. Me about to run into a beehive. I think I'm gonna have a bad day today. I'm not allergic to bees. I don't have any allergies, so I don't get to make any jokes like this. Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Do you know the time? Like right now? Like maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think. Kicks a hornet's nest. Maybe today's gonna be rough. 11 a.m.? Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food. You mean now? No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time it was when the someone came into your room. Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Fill her with sesame seeds. I'm imagining, a funnel. It's really? What? That's it? Why do you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. What the fuck was that entire okay. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. Guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. More than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. I mean, like, they were her tits, so... Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? Phoenix lore, he's an only child. Also, sorry I'm like bouncing around, I was like turning my heater off. I like, hadn't seen her, oh yeah, I read this already. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the Kurain channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No! So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? It is very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all, and, like, her costume seemed totally, like, normal. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. It's impossible. Yeah, she would have been, like, covered in blood. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? With all this flying by the seat of this pants, Nick's gonna get gray hairs for sure. Something terrible? What was the thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish seed for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, oh my god, the references! Excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Ask to hear it again, why not? I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time? Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky-like for you. It's no accident. Oh, okay. I can't even skip this. I was wondering if it would be the same or not. I didn't. I was drugged with sleeping pills. Was murdered by that person. It was a little scary. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it. There has to be something here. But where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? I know what to submit. I know what to do. I show her... this. Oh. I hit the button that says show her that. That was a very well-spun line, Miss Eni. Oh, what are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah. And? But I don't think that's what you're thinking at. Okay. But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. There's tits on it. I mean, there's blood on it. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? Nah, she's used to bloody boobs. And if you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Her part is so weird. Order! Order! Miss Miney. What is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. The side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. What? Oh. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then I, took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. Is that a Homestuck joke? I'm not gonna ban you for my own... Stop. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No? Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness. See? Everybody. The side room was kind of dark, you know? Not if it was... whatever. I don't think it was that dark. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? It would be Dr. Gray who would be the high blood. Everybody stop! You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? Blood totally... you're fucking insane to think that true. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? Are your eyes, like, glued closed? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. How does she know it's purple and not see the... Well, she's seeing it now, so she can... The gun was also purple. Hi, Emily! I'm thinking, like, she sees it now and she's like, oh yeah, it was purple, right? So I couldn't see it. Continue. And I, like, persuaded my sister that it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. That's not cool to murder. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan. Made me Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. I don't think she did. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better, too. Mr. Phoenix Wright, the sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready, sorry I killed a bitch, but hey, you know how it is. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Like, what do you mean? This is a good question. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Edie's ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. You have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen. Okay. I think I'm gonna ask something different at the end. Ah, shit. Ask about the side room, because that box was not there before. I'm talking about when you were in the side room, of course. No, nothing strange. This is probably gonna go the same way. I'm wondering if it even matters what I ask here. Oh, that's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important because they're letting me go forward with this. I ask because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, didn't see anyone on the way to, the channeling chamber. Try to remember that time. Oh, I remember. I totally didn't see anyone on the way. Guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. But was, check the map. Hang on. Ah! Well, no, I'm just looking at it with my eyes. Yeah, wasn't Pearl, playing with her ball during this? Does that count as odd? I see. I see. Now, do I have something? Bam. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. What do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Garden? Yep. Which means that anyone walking through the area would have had to see her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? Ah! No! No! Objection! No! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. Objection! It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Because she was playing with her ball. Take that! Oops, silly me. Slip with a finger. Mr. Wright. Oh, come on! Okay, so I should have done the face. This urn is my proof. I mean, I would have noticed the steel samurai ball. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. She broke the urn. Ow! You're outing Pearl in front of her mom, though. I mean, yeah, this sucks a lot. Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. I won't say she's masterful. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. This isn't like the US where you can say anything you want. This is like the UK where you can't say anything you want. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right! I was, like, sleeping in the side room. I really believe her? Is she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way! Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is the contradiction? Oh, shit. Help me, Mia. I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. Might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So, just this once, do you want me to help you out? Yes, Mia! Please, I need your help right now. Hold on. Right, first, calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Words? She really was in the side room the entire time, and she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? Oh, I guess she wouldn't have known that. It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Like, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. This when murder took place. I know. She was in the fucking box. Miss Meenie was here, of course. But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meenie was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order. That's... what? Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Oh, well, I know this too. Back here! Take that! Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See? You stupid jerk! Oh my gosh, he's gonna destroy her parade! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball! Now, Miss Meenie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps!" As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of... the box! She can open her eyes. Miss Meenie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? How you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lana disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you could prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes. Now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime and the murder took place. Kabam! Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. Just... what on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole. 8 inches off the ground. There's a hole like about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order, order! So what you're saying... Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That is exactly what I'm saying. Oh shit, there are costumes in there! Oh fuck. She dressed up like her. Miss Eenie Miney. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. They were her boobs all along! And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct, it's not possible, because she had help. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. I wonder who it was! This person! If it wasn't someone from the Kurain village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan, Fey! Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? No. I think this is what really happened. Murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. Murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Hongshu. Then, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. The last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. Which is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been so easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all of this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Like, your sister died in a car accident because of him. Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Not even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. That's like normal. Or, well, it's not normal, but it's logical. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I want to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Grimps. I'm like, I'm gonna explain, so like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence that he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You fail to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meenie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk tisk, so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought we had her for sure. Hee. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Inimine. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix, everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? I guess I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side! Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. We'll continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second, To be continued. Alright. I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a few minutes. I'll run some ads and stuff. I'll see you in a bit. Whoop. Okay. I'm back. I had to blow my nose too. I have like postnasal, and when there were certain words that when I tried to say them, like it would like buzz in my throat, and I was like, I gotta take care of this. Oh wait, I'm already already there. Take a look around. I'm the sunshine in your hair. Is it really true about my aunt? Yeah, I'm sorry, kid. I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Edie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Get out of here. Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Huh. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Okay. Normal behavior. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive? She's fine. Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident of 1 year ago. Of 1 year ago? The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about, like, my, like, motive? I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay. Like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, like, last year, in May. Like, something really bad had happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and it was like a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. It's time to save again. Jesus saves. That was like last year in May. I don't know what I'm gonna press about this. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd. And like, our accident was like on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was like totally tired, so that's why, duh. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis? That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, haha, ACAB, am I right? Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But like, it really wasn't my sis. And like, the night of the accident, she was totally tired while driving. Why didn't you drive? She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't like have a driver's license. Yes, you do! This is news to me. I was not aware that you did not have your driver's license, Miss Miney. I have your driver's license, or I have like your ID or something. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I want to see all of this before I show the thing. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at like 1 AM or so, I think. I had like a paper due, like, really soon. So like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. I like didn't have my license, so I couldn't take over driving for her. Well, I don't think so. Why do I have this then? Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. That sucks shit, you dumbass. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right! Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What, are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was perverted? No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Try and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Too, Mia. The whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. Alright. I mean, that's believable. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Cars have wheels. And a motor, maybe? Hi, Kai the Firebird. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just got, like, totally distracted. So, what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things. I think they're what they're called. That's what they're called? Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. It's actually called a learner's permit, you little bitch. Well, this lawyer had never had a permit. Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? I want to know more about that. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if somebody, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. Oh my god, she didn't want to get... She didn't want to get a drop of rain on her red stripes. So we're gonna box her into the tunnel with bricks. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? New car! Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but car washes aren't that expensive, you know? I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Phoenix, stop sucking at this. Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it? She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red oh, I just... It was a new car? Yes, Phoenix, it was a new car! Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. Oh. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Hate it here. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. Judge Himbo. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't- oh yeah, I guess we ruled out that we aren't in the United Kingdom. I really don't know anything about cars. I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what you just said to her testimony. You mean the part about being a special import car? Wait a minute! Wait. No. Hang on a second. We're not in Japan. This is dumb. Come on! We're not in Japan. Okay. If it was a car from the UK, then that means that the steering wheel is on the other side. Right? Wait, does that even matter? I don't know. But I was like, wait, in Japan they are too. And then I'm like, wait, we're not in Japan. Our steering wheel is on the right side. Correct. But it's also that way in Japan, but we're not in Japan. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. A special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it. So, yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. We're in the States! Look, it's confirmed! We're in the wait. We never said what states we're in. It would seem that there is no benefit to owning one. States of denial. States of matter. Plasma. Gas. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing. It's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek shit. Oh, the wild way it starts. The raw feeling of manual transmission. Forget manual. Fuck that. Our personality really changes at the drop of a hat. Okay. Stepping out of the bit for a second, I don't get fast cars. I don't understand the appeal of fast cars. Because you can't drive cars anywhere where there isn't a posted speed. Where are you driving cars where you go fast? What's the point of the fast car? There is no point. Get a car that holds your shit. Put your shit in it. They're well, that's like professional. Like, you're not you're not racing your sports car. Like, drag racing is illegal. Driving above the speed limit is illegal. Nuremberg. Don't forget your ass. My what? Listen, Kat, when you have a small penis, you do crazy things to make yourself seem important. Whatever. Maybe I'm just gay and I appreciate the hatchback and the SUV to hold my stuff where I'm going. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Was your sister good at driving? Did your sister suck shit at driving? She was like totally awesome. She like said she was going to be the like racing queen of the nursing world. What? Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah. I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door. And fled, like, in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There is something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. We have to attack it. By doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. He almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Oh, this is the thing about prophets. Do I have anything about this? Oh! She was in the driver's seat. Uh-oh. Miss Miney. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger's seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car. But what would it be? It would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. American states! Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. If you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Edie said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Amy said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of the murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night? And the answer is Eenie Miney, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Eenie Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eenie Miney had not yet received her driver's license. So, And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. Looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? I prefer to think outside the button. Alright, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license. Meanie Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? Oh my god, okay, I thought this might be a thing, like back when they were at the hottie place. But I was like, no, there's no way. Her face was fucked up in the accident, so she got facial reconstructive surgery to make her look like her sister. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name is. Holy shit, if I get this wrong, I die! I better not get it wrong! Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So, for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Fun fact, you predicted this last year. Did I? Did I actually say that out loud? Cause like, I remember thinking it, but like, thought like, that's too weird even for this stuff. Okay, awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm a genius. I'm God's favorite child. I'm awesome. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. It was offhand, but yes. Yay! Then the body they found at the crash site. It was the body of the real Eenie Miney. That's kind of sad that she's like dead. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? I can't wait until this character is gone because I hate saying her name. I was gonna say she looked totally different. Like her hair, but like, I mean, anyone can get a haircut, right? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Oh shit, there's no one there. Specifically, the spirit of the nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So, this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Von Karma, why did you just say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Oh, don't be sad. Sorry. That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. Mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right. Person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. Hey, are we gonna talk about the fact that Morgan helped? Like, are we gonna bring that up? Ever? That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling. The occult. I hate it. I hate it all. Okay. Well, now you're going to jail. So, it's fine. I believe there are a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francisca Von Karma. I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow! She whipped the witness? Stop! Stop! Stop. Okay, that's enough. Did she explode? Oh my god, I exploded. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud. More? Stop. This court is a fraud. A sham. Did she kill me? I'm dead. Now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Oh, smoke him if you got him, everybody. Yippee! That is all. This court is adjourned. Yippee! 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 Yay! There's no confetti on that one. I think there were too many at once. Yippee! Yay! Congratulations, Maya. Sis! This is weird. 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 It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? I can't... Stop. This is weird. Sis, I don't want to keep... I didn't kill anyone, did I? Just sisterly love. Okay. Yeah, but the boobs. Yeah, but the boobs. Okay. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar Come on! A familiar I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There is still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I mean, I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey, who just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya! Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... She's a doo-doo head. That's why she did it. Where's the... How do I prove... It's not Pearl, is it? Like she wants her family, like, without... No, yeah, I guess she was doing it for Pearl. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. What would happen then? The branch family... My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... I thought so. Solitary. My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of the brain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. Hey, where's your jail clothes? But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. I'm sure it's nothing. Okay. Yippee! Yippee! So I think this is probably a good place to wrap up. I know it's early, but I don't want to get like too into a new case before I have to go to bed. So we're gonna go. Where's my music? I hope you all had a wonderful time. There will not be a stream tomorrow because I have therapy, so we're gonna be jumping back in on Saturday. And it's probably, yeah, I have this schedule. I don't think I need to do a different game. Not for a little bit, anyway. Thank you guys so much for coming. Let's see who we can raid. I'll send you over to Desert. He's streaming Dark Souls 3. He seems to really like enjoy Souls games. So he's sure to get up to some hijinks over there. So, what do we want to say? Yeah, he loves Dark Souls. Yeah, my precious Pearl seems fine. Okay. Here we go. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye. Yeah, foolishly foolish fools. How about we do that? That seems less creepy. Okay, here we go. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time. Bye.